Behind every Doctor Who fan group, every sci-fi fan group, pretty much everything which could obtain an interest to a particular community are the people who clash, who fall out, who make wars and who almost destroy the very thing they love by pillaging what's in it for themselves over the best interests of the franchise. The fans are the biggest enemies. The characters in a fictional universe are oblivious to the battle going on in the world that creates them. A battle which is centered around every decision they make, but one which they have no control over. This is the battle between feminism and Doctor Who. It was an ordinary day at the BBC television service. Days of controversiality and scandal after scandal were behind them, but there was tension in the air. Tension over potential government cuts to the licence fee which paid the programmes it created. Tension over government seats on the BBC Council. Tension over the BBC not meeting its diversity quotas by not employing enough female and minority people. And tension over their beloved but expensive drama, Doctor Who, failing in ratings. At the news the actor, Peter Capaldi, no longer wished to take another series of Doctor Who, Chris Chibnall, the showrunner, was facing pressure from Piers Regner, the BBC's head of drama, to change the drama, not just to increase the overall diversity of the BBC, but to cause a media storm and gather publicity for the show. The casting of a new Doctor is not a decision to be taken lightly. The leading actor has the responsibility of portraying the role, making it their own, holding an audience and reaching out to new potential audiences, and so showrunners decided Jodie Whittaker was capable of all of this. It was announced, ironically, after the men's Wimbledon final. But when fans gazed upon the news in anticipation, for some the disguise of an innocent casting decision fell short. In the eyes of the showrunners, the fans could see the oversensitivities of third wave feminism, the talons of misandry and the stench of disregard. For some, this was no longer an innocent children's drama, but a political fight. A wars of hate growing where all those involved in creating such a universe were now in bed with the enemy, with the politically correct, with that which contrives and controls the ridiculous. How dare they, the showrunner said. They're just sexist and hate women, the showrunner said. But this was a battle, just beginning. If I were to take you back in my TARDIS, back with me to 1980, you'd see how homophobic Doc Cotton now seems in EastEnders. It was acceptable then, but it's not now. Then travel forward to the early 2000s and you can see third wave feminism has taken hold. Surrogate mothers and IVF is now a thing, but it's still okay to mock transgenderism. Fast forward to 2017 and you can see MPs being publicly named and shamed for having odd sexual penchants, and a row over a female doctor in the fourth wave of feminism. The disease which has spread so rapidly is now pathetic. Where it was once a fight for right and wrong, it's now a row for political and online gain. But both sides go on and on about it, as if it bears any relevance to the characters themselves. But in the modern world, they scramble for the energy harnessed from likes and the torture endured from dislikes that could see the end of them. Meanwhile, in the universe of Doctor Who, the Doctor looks through the eyes of the actor who plays her. Every action is under her control, every word a product of its writers. So the writers scribble away word after word while the battle goes on behind them. Make the Doctor too sexy and the battle gets worse. Make the Doctor not sexy enough and the battle gets worse. But make a world so great that people forget that you were the one writing it, and you will be remembered forever. While the real world is a world of Holocaust and slavery, the Doctor can never say hello to Jesus or ride on the back of a bus with some black people in the 50s, because that would alienate the audience in the modern world and receive complaints. Complaints which a tainted BBC can't afford. Meanwhile, the battle goes on. New feminists join the ranks of the show to sway the political propaganda even more. The old fans desert the show, leaving it without the ratings it needed to survive. The Doctor is slowly dying, but then, all of a sudden, comes a band of neutral viewers, those who aren't invested in the show as anything other than a drama, not as a political piece, and not as a real thing. They're just bored and want to watch telly. It's those people who could save the show. The anti-feminists desert the show to realise they're wrong to prejudge and that they care more about the drama of the drama than the actual drama itself. The feminists desert the show because they realise a children's TV show isn't the place for political propaganda. The feeling you get when watching the show should be based on the writing and acting within the show, not based on your preconceived political ideas. So watch the show first. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and comment. Before I go, let me draw your attention to this Brexit Star Battle mug. Just £8. If you want to support this channel and you're looking for something for Christmas, then this mug is perfect for you. Alternatively, if you don't want to buy the mug but still want to support the channel, then there's a link to support me on PayPal in the description, along with the link for the mug.